Ladies and gentlemen, we are here for our Pittsburgh Pirates franchise here in episode number 8. Currently, the Pittsburgh Pirates are sitting at 13-11, taking on the St. Louis Cardinals, who are sitting at 7-18 on the season. So the Cardinals are definitely struggling heading into the series. The starting pitcher for today is going to be JT Brubaker. Brubaker so far with 4 starts so far on the season, currently sitting at a 1-2 record, but his ERA right now is hovering around the 4 area. So right now the whip is kind of high, sitting at a 1.6. Also currently only 13 strikeouts in 19 1/3, also letting up 26 hits. Not too good. First batter he's going to be facing is Tommy Edman, and he is going to just barely get into this one. It's going to be a safe call on the play. So far he is on in the first. Meanwhile, though, Lane Thomas is going to go down on strike. So nice pitching there by Brubaker. Arenado now up. That one is going to be a liner up the middle, a little bit harder than Edman hit his. So it is going to be runners at first and second for Paul Goldschmidt. The 2-0 count, something you do not want to let Goldschmidt get a hold of. And that ball absolutely mashed by Goldschmidt. That one is going to be 376 feet off the bat of Goldie. That is his 4th home run of the season, looking hot so far to start. Next batter after the home run is Paul DeJong. He is going to flare this one right into center field again. Loving that center field area so far are the Redbirds. And another runner is going to be on, Tyler O'Neill. How about this one? Up the middle again. And so far, Brubaker, 22 pitches, letting up a bunch of hits. Things not looking in his favor. Yadier Molina finally would be able to get someone out. Polanco is going to be able to field this one cleanly and throw on to get the batter. Dylan Carlson would flare this one to left field, so at least it's a different spot, but nonetheless, bases are going to be loaded, 2 away so far. Brubaker trying to get out of the jam. Jack Flaherty, luckily the pitcher was up, and he unfortunately gets to bat in the very first inning, so not too good for him. Flaherty now is going to be pitching, and he's going to be starting things off very, very well, as he's going to end up striking out him. But Neil Walker hits this one very high, very deep. This one is going to be barely foul, 3.1 feet outside of that foul pole. You're going to take a closer look here at just how close this ball truthfully was from hitting the foul pole. So near inches from a home run. Couple pitches later, Neil Walker, this one high, deep, and it will hit off the foul pole, and he just catches it this time. And Neil Walker with his 3rd home run so far for the Pittsburgh Pirates, that one going all of 376 feet, trying to chase the deficit down that Goldschmidt has set. Ke'Bryan Hayes, we said he's hot, and boy is he ever, as Ke'Bryan Hayes is going to be keeping things consistent in this season so far, looking good for him. Next batter, Jacob Stallings, would then walk to put runners on first and second. Polanco would not be able to get them aboard, as this is a measly fly out to center field to end the inning. Now up Brubaker in the second, trying to recover from a rough first inning. He will get the first batter to ground out, so a good start there. Lane Thomas next up, which struck him out in the last inning in the first. This one is going to get over the head of Brian Reynolds for a double. So just like the first, things are starting to get a little bit dangerous in the second. That is Lane Thomas's 5th double of the season. Nolan Arenado, hot snare to third baseman Ke'Bryan Hayes, the nice minor league Gold Glover. Brubaker breaks the bat, and for some reason no one's covering the bag. A collision, a very, very odd play at first base, and Derek Shelton not happy with how his team is looking, and Ke'Bryan Hayes trying to get out of this inning. Soft tosses this one to the first baseman Moran to get out of the inning unscathed. Next one, 3rd inning now. Brubaker trying to settle in. He will strike out Tyler O'Neill, so things are looking a little bit better here in Pittsburgh. Brubaker now to face Yadier Molina, and just yet again cannot complete pitches, really allowing a lot of hits so far, and just it has not been a good start of things for Brubaker, and we really need him to settle down if we are going to try to be a competitive team at all. This one is going to be a fly out. Jack Flaherty is going to softly ground this one right back to him. So 3 innings, hasn't allowed a run. Taking a look at the Pittsburgh Pirates standings in 2021, looking very, very Kind of interesting, actually, if you ask me. A lot of it is in the bottom portion of the MLB rankings. However, we are still playing pretty good ball, sitting around that 500 area, just a couple games above. So hoping to keep things rolling is Kevin Newman. He has been a hits machine. This one will drop in front of the center fielder, and we have a runner on first base, Neil Walker. How about Neil in this one? That is 2 home runs over the wall for the Pittsburgh kid, making quite the veteran season. The retirement season from Neil Walker has been an absolute legendary tale. His second one of the year, or of the game, 4th of the year so far. Stallings would follow that one up, slaps that one. Score is tied 3-3 because of the Neil Walker home run. So Polanco takes a swing. This one's hit high and deep, but right fielder is going to be able to be camped under this one. Game still tied at 3-3. Brubaker not looking good yet again. He says, hey, what do we do all game long? Let up some doubles, and Brubaker struggling to do anything. That is going to make the bullpen move. Cody Ponce is going to start stretching for us. This one flared over. Polanco gives it an effort, and over the head of the first baseman, not in time with the catcher, and St. Louis is going to be taking a 4-3 lead, and Nolan Arenado will ground out in the 4th here. That is one away. Runner does advance, however. Goldschmidt homered earlier. This one, Brian Hayes not going to let this one get past him. Kind of had a misfielding with the glove. Wasn't sure of the throw. Didn't feel confident. So he fires on to retire the out regardless. Paul DeJong, soft tosser. So despite the 1 run, Brubaker avoids a catastrophic inning. And Reynolds, really, this is where Flaherty starts to kind of settle down. He gets 1 strikeout here, but Danny Santana coming into this game trying to get something. That is going to be his first hit on a Pittsburgh jersey. We are going to pull JT Brubaker and now put in Wilmer Defoe. He's going to hit this one very softly. They try to throw to the second runner, and they will get him not enough to turn 2. Now batter Kevin Newman hits this one pretty well into center field, but not going to get the job done. End of the 4th, score still sitting at 4-3. Chris Stratton would be the pitcher to come in. Looking good so far on the season. Keeping the opposing average under about a 300 against lefties is not too bad, and a under 210 for righties pretty good. As you're going to see here, he gets 1 quick out, and he gets another quick out, so 2 retired so far for Chris Stratton. And next batter up is going to be Dylan Carlson. Brian Hayes has an effort, and he's going to reach into the first row of the stands to make this play. Another look at Brian Hayes, really showing off the glove and the talent of young Brian Hayes. Robs this kid's dreams of ever having a baseball, and this one is going to be moving into the 5th. Neil Walker, how about his 3rd hit? This one won't be a home run, but they all count in the books. That is going to be a single for him, but Brian Hayes is going to end the rally that we might have had to have a chance to come back in the 5th with a double play. Not looking good. Colin Moran then would end the inning with a pop out to the shortstop. Moving on into the 6th now. Chris Stratton trying to get another inning of work. This one is going to hit off of him. Brian Hayes cannot come up with the play. He tried to barehand it. If he could do anything with it, he might have been able to get the slow-footed runner. Derek Shelton trying to check on his guy. Stratton is fine. And real deal, Neil makes a fantastic diving catch here, and absolutely carrying the pockets of the Pittsburgh Pirates right now in this one, as he's going to take this one as well and get out of it. And hey, how about Neil? All of the 6th was all for him. Pittsburgh loving to see him back, and here we are, 6th inning. Jacob Stallings, he's going to hit this one in the gap, going to flare down and drop, so Stallings will drop in there with a single in the 6th. Gregory Polanco trying to follow up Jacob Stallings in the AB. This one's going to be hit deep to left field, just at the edge of the warning track. Polanco is going to be 0 for 3, just kind of flying out, not looking too hot for him. Reynolds, next batter, he's going to whale this one to center field. And again, warning track power sits for the Pirates. This one hit very, very deep, but deep to center field. Pittsburgh really known for being a nice pitching park. Danny Santana is then going to pop this one up. Second baseman camped under it. Easy 6th inning. Now up, Josh Stamont, recently acquired trade acquisition from the Kansas City Royals, has been absolutely phenomenal. However, righties have been giving him a bit of a trouble, but he's been striking people out. This ball fired in at 101 miles an hour. Santana easily camped under this one out away in the 7th. This one, how about the bender? Paul DeYoung, see you later. Welcome to Stamont's town. This one, 102 to Tyler O'Neill, strike him out. See you later. Kyle Crick would be the next pitcher to come in to Pittsburgh. This one heading into the 8th inning, and Crick has been absolutely phenomenal so far, only allowing 1 run on the home run that he let up against Andrelton Simmons. This one, Matt Carpenter is going to just softly toss this one to an easy ground out. Giovanni Gallegos is going to try to close this one out. Strikeouts so far has been pretty good. Righties really giving him a troublesome time. He's got 6 out of the 7 save opportunities, and Polanco is going to start this one off with a single, trying to get the hometown heroics rolling again in the Burgh for the stadium. He is going to get pinch ran for Anthony Alford. This one, Brian Reynolds hits this one hard onto the right side. It is also going to be there. Alford does not test the arm. Runners at first and second. Danny Santana is going to get his second Pittsburgh Pirate run and his first run and his second ever hit. Runner advances into third base. That is Brian Reynolds, and Danny Santana absolutely fired up. They are going to pull Gallegos and try to put in Andrew Miller. Not had the best of times so far in 2021. The pinch hitter is going to be Michael Perez. Really hasn't get too many pinch hitting opportunities. Pretty decent against lefties, and it's good enough to ground this one out, but it does not matter. Runner does come across, and the Pittsburgh Pirates are going to take game 1 of the series against the St. Louis Cardinals, looking very, very well to start this series off and trying to head into May very strong, as this game was the last game of April. So looking very, very exciting. Here we go into game number 2 and 3. Game 2 also getting summed up. Pittsburgh taking this one 7-3. Gregory Polanco was announced the player of the game. He mashed 2 home runs with 3 RBIs. Chad Kuhl also was the winning pitcher. Kuhl did very well. We'll get into him in a little bit more. The losing pitcher was also Miles Michaelis. Taking a look at the box score, it was also worth noting Ke'Bryan Hayes hit another home run, so he put that batting average now to 250. Walker also at the 300 mark. Kevin Newman notched 3 hits. He is now at a 349 batting average, so things are looking very well in Pittsburgh for the bat. Taking a look at Chad Kuhl's numbers, he is now going to be 3-2 on the season. He went 6 1/3 innings, only striking out 2, but only allowed 1 earned run so far and walked 2 batters. Michael Feliz then got the hold, did allow a run, and walked 2 people, so not the best, but then Chasen Shreve and Austin Davis cleaned things up. Chasen Shreve also allowed 2 hits on a run and put his ERA in the upwards of a 4.91, so hopefully he can turn things around entering Game 3 and forward. And taking a look at Game 3 matchups, we're going to be having Hwan Hyun Kim taking on the Pirates pitcher Tyler Anderson, who is 4-0 on the season, so the ace is getting the mound. Kim so far sitting at a 7.78 ERA, looking very rough so far, so he's allowing a lot of hits and a lot of runs so far in the season. And we are here at Game 3. It is game time. The St. Louis Cardinals, after the series, we are looking for a series sweep. They have entered their 20th loss. You're looking at the Pittsburgh Pirates offense right now, sitting at a 368 batting average this series on 7 earned runs, so doing very, very well on the pitching and offensive side of things. Currently, you're going to look at the series recap of games 1 and 2, like we said earlier, looking for that series sweep here at home, so hoping to have a nice game in front of the home crowd today. So the pitcher for today is going to be Tyler Anderson. Like we talked about before, Tyler Anderson has been an absolute solid pitcher so far. The whip sitting at a 1.04, nearly getting under the 1 era. Really good to see things like that. First batter for him, Tommy Edman. That is going to be a line out for Edman. Next batter, Harrison Bader. He's going to rip this one, and this one is going to squeak just foul. This one, 2.1 feet foul, but just like Neil Walker in Game 1, redemption near the pole strikes. We put him in the same area, and that one is going to be a 352-foot bomb for Harrison Bader. Not the best exit velocity, only 94 miles an hour off the bat on that one, but Harrison Bader still does his job nicely. Next batter, Nolan Arenado, is going to ground out to the third baseman Hayes for out number 2. Paul Goldschmidt now, Cabrian, is going to be getting plenty of time over there at third base as inning over, St. Louis does score 1. Starting pitcher now for them is Kim. He has an 0-3 start to the season. ERA way spiked up, only in 19 2/3, so really Kim not been the best pitcher for them so far. Worth pointing, Kevin Newman entering today's game with an 8-game hitting streak. He's going to hit this one to Nolan Arenado, the Gold Glover, and that he is going to fire that one onto Goldie for out number 1. This one is going to just squeak past the shortstop there for an infield single by Eric Gonzalez. His bat has been heating up pretty good and looking solid so far, but as Cabrian does so much so far for us, it seems, he is also going to ground into a double play, and the inning is over. This one going to squeak past Eric Gonzalez, so right now Tyler Anderson back in a bit of trouble here entering the second inning. Yadier Molina, next batter, though, he is going to do as Cabrian does and ground into the double play, so an eye for an eye situation there for the Buccos, as next batter is just going to ground this one out, and as you think, but that is Harrison Bader chugging down the line. He is going to beat this one out. Super fast, super speedy guy right there, and this one is going to get over the head. Obviously, the speed there is going to allow him to score a run, and it is 2-0. Next batter is going to be the pitcher Kim, line out to the third baseman. Now up Tommy Edman in the first. This one going to be lined in the gap, cut off by Danny Santana playing center field today. He's going to be trying to fire into center field, and this is going to be a safe call, a double for him. Harrison Bader now up. He's going to ground this ball out to the catcher. Nice firing on by Jacob Stallings, the diamond fielder. Second base is Neil Walker. This one, or that is Kevin Newman on the day. That is going to be out number 2. Pitching now is looking a little bit better by Tyler Anderson to end this inning, as Eric Gonzalez will also ground out. Moving on to the next inning, Gregory Polanco is going to rip this one over the head of the right fielder, makes a leaping lunge. He is not going to get to this one, so Gregory Polanco will chug along in to second base for a double. Tyler Anderson would try to push him over. Polanco does not advance. It was kind of a weirdly hit bunt, and Tyler Anderson is just going to ground out. Kevin Newman hits this one to fairly deep center field. Gregory Polanco not confident, as that is a center fielder with an arm right there, not trying to run on him. Eric Gonzalez, same situation on a full count pitch down low, tried to find something he liked, but inning is going to be over. No success for the Buccos so far. This is where Tyler Anderson finally started to find his meta. Back-to-back strikeouts against the Cardinals right here is going to follow up Tyler O'Neill, who is going to fly out to center field. So a much better inning out of Tyler Anderson. Heading into the bottom half, Cabrian Hayes would walk to start things off. It's nice to see the patience from the rookie. Colin Moran, unfortunately, would go down on strikes from Kim. A nice pitch from Kim, the slider away. Moran been in a bit of a slump lately. Checks his swing, and doesn't matter, it's a strike, but Cabrian is going to swipe second base. Now with a full count, Stallings works it from the 0-2 count. He is going to walk in now, runners at first and second for the Pirates with just one away. Danny Santana is going to collect a infield single here. This one off the glove of the shortstop, making a diving play. Bases are loaded now for the man that we all wanted to see, Brian Reynolds, try to turn things around. He is going to draw a walk. So Kim drawing a little bit of run insurance for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Good to see that we paid someone off on the other team to give us a run on this one, as Gregory Polanco, currently 4-8 in the series with 2 home runs, is going to lash this one to the right fielder, not realizing the slow chugging Jacob Stallings is there, out by an absolute country mile. The 4th inning over, 3-1 the score. Moving into the 5th now, Kim, he's going to go down on strikes. Anderson has settled very nicely so far in the inning. Tommy Edman, this ball, a little bit of a misread by Brian Reynolds. A little bit of a read that he could have made better. Regardless, inning is going to be over. 2 outs now in the 6th. Goldschmidt against Anderson. This one's going to be a double. Goldie has killed the black and gold all series long, and even though we have 2 wins on the season, we have just not been able to get him out. But regardless of the 6, we are able to work out of it. DeYoung down on strikes yet again. Anderson notching some strikeouts as Stallings trying to get some offense with 2 away in the bottom of the 6th, but not too much as going to be rolling as Danny Santana just misses this curveball. This one goes very deep and just does not connect, just getting under it. Moving on now, Tyler Anderson, 0-2 count in the 7th, trying to stretch him into 7 innings. This one going to be flared in, and that is going to be a base hit by Yadier Molina with the 0-2 count. So nearly was able to get him. Pitcher is going to be Josh Stamont, absolute phenom, has been really good for us so far. This one, Moran could have maybe turned 2, just was able to get it down. Luckily enough, we were still able to get 1. Next batter now, Lane Thomas, trying to hit a 102-mile-an-hour fastball. Pretty tough thing to square up on. Stamont has proven that he is an absolute ace on the mound. Another great outing from here as he's going to catch Matt Carpenter looking on the backdoor curveball. So Neil Walker is going to be the pinch hitter now, pinch hitting for Josh Stamont. He's going to try to do something with 2 away in the 7th, and he is just going to ground this one out to the first baseman. Moving on to the 8th, Kyle Crick would take the mound, trying to move on. Crick, another asset of the team lately. Polanco is going to field this one away. Now up Harrison Bader. He's been a dangerous player for us so far in the series. He is also going to fly out, so 2 away only on 4 pitches. Nolan Arenado is going to line this one to Brian Hayes, who cannot come up with the hard hit ball. This is going to go to left field. Now Goldschmidt, 3-2 full count, swinging. See you later. Goldschmidt down on strikes, heading into the 8th. Crick looking pretty solid. Moving into the 9th inning now, Giovanni Gallegos looking for a bit of redemption against Pittsburgh. We came back on him against game number 1. Jacob Stallings is going to hit this one into the right center field gap, but it is going to be a fly out to the right fielder regardless. 1 away so far in the Pittsburgh bottom 9. Danny Santana, fates do not look good in the black and gold here, as now a pop out from Brian Reynolds to end this game. The final score of this one is going to be 3-1. Unfortunately, a series sweep does not happen, but regardless, we do still get a series win. The Pirates are going to be advancing and looking very, very good into the month of May. Looking good. Derek Shelton not too impressed with the loss, but the offense was not really there, only mustering 5 hits total for the team. Tyler Anderson, unfortunately, is going to get his first loss of the season. You can't win them all, Tyler. Still a really good pitching outing from him. Despite allowing the 3 runs early on in the season, he was still able to notch 4 strikeouts while allowing 7 hits. Did not walk anybody. Hopefully, you guys did enjoy the video. And if you did, be sure to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more amazing content, because only you can make a difference to the channel. So your support is always greatly appreciated. And I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.